Hello there,
Hello there.
and welcome to Corellian Chinwag, part of What If Qui-Gon Didn't Die? My name's Jamie,
And my name's Shaun.
and this is our little catch-up episode that we do every Friday. We just have a little chat, talk a little bit of smack and cheese.
Smack and cheese.
This is your peek behind the curtain, catch up, see what we've been up to for the past week or so, and
Send your kids off to sleep.
send your kids to sleep listening to our dulcet tones.
We should do bedtime stories. Bedtime stories by Shaun and Jamie.
Yeah, everybody falls asleep listening.
Yeah.
I used to make myself fall asleep reading bedtime stories.
Did you? Typical dad. Sat on the bed. The kids are still wide awake.
And there's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened all the time. It was really bad.
Oh, it's just when you get a bit older. Plus, with the job you did, you were up early.
Yeah, you're up early, and by the time it gets to it's 12 hours later, you've done a full day of work. You've just had your dinner.
Yeah.
You're ready.
You're ready to snuggle up.
All you need is one more hour, and you've got your second wind. But in that moment,
That's it, yeah. It's either nap or flap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately I was the nap type.
If the dog cuddles up to me, I am the nap type.
Yeah.
And the next thing I know, it's like 10:30 at night. Oh, damn it, I haven't even cooked dinner yet.
Yeah, the amount of times I've fallen asleep on a sofa, I just sat upright, but on a sofa, asleep, at like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And then it's 8:30. Oh, no, I haven't cooked or anything yet.
And you just feel groggy as anything. You're like, I really can't be bothered.
Yeah. You need water because your mouth's...
Yeah, it's all dry and or at least a cup of tea or something just to sort of kickstart yourself again.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's been, we were just saying, it's been about a week and a half since we were last sat here.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've had a little change in the studio. It's not the final change. We've not reached the final transformation yet, but we are working towards it.
Well, you are.
Oh, well, yeah, technically I suppose I am.
You've done some good work.
I'm grafting.
You are. This episode's a bit later, but I've taken a photo or two. I might post one up this Wednesday.
Yeah, well, you might as well add them as we go. I mean, it's all progress, isn't it?
That's it.
This current setup's been like this for it's been about a week now. So it's been a little while.
But yeah, we got some new chairs as well. Can't tell the listeners how comfortable these are.
Well,
such a change.
Our chair evolution. So when we first started at the start of the year, we're using the dining room chairs.
Yeah.
And if you remember, when we recorded, there was lots of creaks and clicks, and and that was always the chair just moving and sort of straining.
Shaun fidgeting.
With a pair of us, and it was on a wooden floor as well.
Yeah.
So it would just constantly be making this irritating noise in the background, especially editing it. All I can hear is click, click, click. It was really frustrating. Then we moved up here into the studio. And we got some drum stools. Not ideal.
Less noisy, but also less comfortable.
Yeah, even though there's padding on these. There's no padding on those chairs downstairs, but yeah, drum stools are fine if you're sat there on those thrones.
Yeah.
They're fine if you're drumming because you're moving, so your body's sort of not leaving the weight on there, I suppose. But when you're sat here and you're recording, and it's like 2 hours we'll be sat here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do go a bit numb after a while.
But now we've got these majestic, parked reclining office chairs.
Yeah, this is what we needed.
Yeah. My back is thanking me.
Yeah, and just so much more comfortable. And because we can recline and they just don't click. There's no noise.
No.
So for the time being, these are spot on.
Yeah.
And I say that because it's only a matter of time before they all fall apart, because that's what happens to all office chairs.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, I'd happily just buy the same ones again.
Yeah.
Like I do with my work socks, something like that. I'll have 5 orders of those because I know they work, and I'll just hide them in the drawer in the plastic wrap until I need them again.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then we've got some more upgrades on the way, but
yeah,
it's that's going to take probably another... I reckon it's going to be another 2 or 3 weeks before we're kind of there.
I was going to say, 2 or 3 months, I thought you were going to say. But this man works quick, people.
I'm hoping it's not going to take me that long. I'll be disappointed. The solution that I've got, these acoustic panels, the hardest thing about it is going to be cutting them. Because after that, it should just go slam up on the wall, screw them into the battens, which I've already placed up there, and then good to go.
Easy. Should
be fairly easy.
Yeah.
I'll expect it'll take me a few days to get it all done, but that's because I've got to balance work and whatever else is going on.
That's it.
So as much as I'd love to just spend an entire day,
off work doing it, no disruptions.
That would be amazing, but unrealistic.
Yeah.
So I just need. I'm waiting for a couple of tools to come, and then I'll crack on. So, by the time you hear this episode, there is a fair chance that work will have started.
Yeah, definitely. But I'll be putting pictures up anyway, I think. Every time I see a little bit of progress, I'll be like that. Ching ching, Jamie's doing the bling.
I'm excited for what it's going to look like.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see it coming along. It's just, because I work different shift patterns to you. It's not like I can come and help every single day.
No.
And stand here with a fake Bob the Builder belt on, but...
Well, the reality is that you probably won't ever be able to help because you will be at work.
Yeah.
That's the time
that I get... Yeah.
That's the time I get to play, is the time that you're at work.
Yeah. So you'll be doing it all on your lonesome. However, can't wait to see it up and done.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm looking forward to doing it, even though, I wish it would be nice if somebody else just did it and it was just magically up.
Yeah.
But no, I enjoy doing this sort of thing. So.
You are a tinkerer.
I am a tinkerer and a tinker.
Yeah, you tinkerer, you.
So anyway, that's exciting plans for me. Perhaps not so exciting for the listener, but
they'll get a better experience out of it because the sound quality of our little cast pod has already gone up quite well, but it will go up even further.
Yeah, that is the reason I'm doing it, is because I want to sort of improve the audio quality.
Yeah. You don't want no tinny echoiness in here.
Well, that's the thing. Ever since we started, with the exception of the first 2 episodes, which were they sound like a disaster, even though this sounds way better than it was in those episodes, there's still a lot of echo.
Yeah.
And so it'd be interesting to see how much better it is. I mean, I don't want to put too much on it because if we record and it's still really echoey, I will be disappointed.
Yeah.
In which case, I'll be like, right, we need better mics.
Yeah. By the way, here's the link for these new microphones.
If anybody wants to buy some Shure SM7Bs, then yes, please. We'll have to send us a DM. We'll give you the address to send them to.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. and our many thanks and a mention in every episode till the end of time.
Forever. Yeah. Because that's the mic I want.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be the good ones. So that's some future plans. That's the peek behind the curtain. So Shawnee,
hello there.
How have you been since I last saw you?
I've been all right. It's like I said, it feels a longer time than actually what it has been.
Yeah, I think it's because you've been so excited to come back and see these chairs.
Yeah,
you just couldn't wait.
Couldn't wait, even though I forgot all about them.
Time has dragged on so much for you.
Yeah, and as I walked in today, we got to have a look at the chairs. The what? Oh my goodness, forgot we ordered the chairs. So it's been a little while. So I do have a list of things and hopefully a funny story to go through. I'll go through the list first of things that have happened in Sean's little world.
Yes, all right. Let's do it.
All right, so as I mentioned a long time ago now to listeners in a couple of episodes beyond, we were watching Game of Thrones again. Finished that.
Oh, nice.
Finished it. Really well done. And, it's like what I said to Katie. Oh, look, Drogon's shrunk. Oh, no, he's grown again. Oh, no, he's shrunk again.
Oh, okay.
It was that type of thing on Series 8, which just makes me laugh. I still love it, though. There was something about it, and rewatching it now, obviously watching Katie's reaction is almost better than me watching it again.
Yeah.
Because I know what's coming, and then to see her face sort of light up when little bits happen, I was like, yeah, that's what Game of Thrones is all about, isn't it? The little...
It's little twists and turns, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And the little bits of dialogue, and then maybe the little random bit of CGI of Ghost. So you go, oh, he's still going. Go on, Ghost. Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Ghost the Direwolf.
Ghost the Direwolf. Not the only direwolf to survive. If you remember, Nymeria is still out there. That's Arya's direwolf. She is actually running around the Riverlands, I think, with her own pack of wolves.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's a big old direwolf sort of in the Midlands. So yeah, finish that. Very, very good.
Look out, Birmingham.
Look out, Birmingham, yeah. There's no bobcats up there, it's a direwolf. And then we watched series 3 of Clarkson's Farm.
Oh yes, so I've not watched this yet.
No.
I'm waiting for Sherry to come back, and then we'll
Get on that.
most likely be watching that.
Okay, I won't give too many spoilers there.
Yeah.
I was glad that Amazon didn't leave too much of a gap though, because they sort of did a couple of episodes and everybody had to wait, and then they put the rest of the series out.
No, okay.
Which was actually all right, because by the time we got round to watching them, they were all out.
Yeah.
Very good. Very upsetting that the government still hasn't realised how evil of a job it is for our farmers and stuff like that, and to feed the nations and stuff, and how much money is actually involved, and yet
they don't see it.
It's like they don't see it and they don't want to know about it. Typical, it's not pointing fingers at the British government, but it does make everybody think, wow, these people work hard. And it's only brought to light because of celebrity, like Jeremy Clarkson's doing it. Like, granted, and for a fact he's going to sell his £10 pot of jam because it's got his mug on it.
Yeah, and people just want it.
And people want it. However, he has to do that to prove a point.
Yeah.
He has to say, if it wasn't my face on it, shop would have gone down. If it was just an ordinary farm shop with nothing to do with me, it'd probably be out by now, and they would have had to close down.
Yeah, because his neighbours all hate him because everybody parks their cars all over the place.
Yeah, and he lived there anyway, and then he blew up his old house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that was real when they did that in Top Gear. So, yeah, he's not too well liked around there. But that aside, yeah, it's really funny to watch and wholesome at the same time, I think, because we don't really, I've said before, I'm not really a city boy.
No.
So when I watch Clarkson's Farm, I think, I'd love to work on a farm like that. Yeah. Don't know how to drive a tractor, or don't know how to do anything, but I'd definitely work with Jeremy Clarkson and Caleb. Yeah.
I don't know if I would work on a farm, like driving the tractor.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, how cool is that?
Yeah.
But in my head, and it's always been this way, I've always thought, how do they cover all that ground? Because farms aren't small. Like, even a small holding is a massive place.
Yeah.
And I know you don't have to get into every field every single day, but you probably have to get around enough of them in a day to make it easy so you can get around the other ones the next day or the day after.
Yeah, it's got to be a couple of hours per field.
It must just take it's a full-time... It takes full-time job.
Yeah.
To the extreme. It's not a 40-hour week, is it? It's
24/7 week.
Yeah.
If you're an animal farmer as well, and they're birthing.
Yeah. If something happens,
24 hours. Yeah. And you'll like this one because they've got like pigs and stuff as well.
Oh yeah.
So they're cute little piggies.
I went past a little piggery last week. I drove past one across past sort of Stonehenge way.
Oh yeah.
I was just driving along the road and I looked across to my left and there was hundreds of pigs, all with their little sties there, and just all out in the field. Yeah.
Oh, little piggies.
I mean, they're not little.
No, they're big old piggies.
They are huge, man. From the road as well, I was like, whoa, they're massive, and there's tons of them there.
Yeah.
And you see sheep and you see cows all the time.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out that far out in the country to see sheep and cows, and horses even.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I've seen more deer stood in the middle of a field than I've ever seen pigs in a field.
Yep.
And just going past this field full of them, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, they can get quite big. Cows are the same though. If you let a cow grow, and I don't know what breed of cow it is. I think it's a dairy cow. I read this up a little while ago. Like, if you don't slaughter them or get rid of them. Like, you let them grow till they're old. They are actually massive.
Oh, yeah.
We see cows on the TV or in a field, and you think, well, they're X size because at Y, they're going to go and get slaughtered. But if you let them grow all the way to Z, say as a pet, they'd be as big as a carriage horse or something like that.
Yeah,
they can get really massive. Yeah. But yeah, loved that. Lots of laughs. Bit of an upsetting one at moments.
Yeah.
But I think that's what makes it so good, because they don't hide the fact that he has to rely on people, and when these people aren't around, it falls apart.
Yeah.
Which is the thing. So I won't say too much about that, because you're going to watch that, and then we'll have a good old chat about that.
I will say that some of the best programs out there aren't always laugh a minute, but what makes them so funny is because they have such low moments.
Yeah.
You get that sadness, and it's on a farm, so you're likely to see stuff that certainly people who love animals will be upset about.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
you see the dire straits that the farm gets into, and then you see, oh, but this is funny, and that makes that funny even funnier.
Because they're laughing because they've had a crap time, and you've watched this crap time and feel like you've gone through it with them.
Your emotions are on a roller coaster as well. And I think that's what really works.
Yeah. Great show, and if you read Facebook and Instagram and stuff, people are, fighting for it. They're like that. This is actually showing us what farmers have to go through, and it is difficult. And even, your little country bobs who shop in Tesco, they're like that. I've watched this show and I had no idea.
Yeah.
So it's an eye-opener. Really good. Really well done.
Good.
Then we smashed The Gentleman TV series. This is how long... This is what I mean. It feels like it's been ages since I've seen you.
Yeah.
That's 3 series we've finished.
I've only got a couple of episodes left of that as well.
Oh, so good.
I'm enjoying that, yeah.
Yeah, put onto that by my good friend Adam. Because we watched the film. But you can't get the film freely. They've taken it down everywhere free.
Oh, it's so annoying, because I was going to watch the film first. Because I know that the film is in the same universe, but not really related.
Yeah, you don't have to watch the film to understand the show, and vice versa. Like, typical Guy Ritchie, there's always like a little bit of a story.
Yeah.
You can tell he's taken ideas from both and gone, ooh, I quite like that, and this and this and that. Yeah, they're both really good. So I'll let you finish that as well, because that was, for a gangstery type thing, that isn't Peaky Blinders. It was actually very well done.
Yeah, it's not so grotty, is it, as Peaky Blinders?
Yeah.
It's kind of the other end.
Yeah, it's a bit more sophisticated. Yeah, there's not so much blood. Well, there is blood, but anyway, yeah. Finish that. I absolutely loved that.
Yeah,
that was really well done. It was the PA's birthday on Tuesday as well. Just gone.
The
PA. Yeah, Katie's birthday. Oh. Yeah. She's written all my notes here. The PA's birthday. She'll have a little chuckle at that.
So I was just like,
who's his PA?
I was thinking, who's your personal assistant? Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's it. Sadly, I had to work during the day. Did try to get it off. Couldn't get it off. But that's all right, because we went for dinner. I'm up the road at the Poplar Farm after. Not bad.
It's not bad, no. It's been a while since I've been there.
Yeah,
it wasn't too bad.
It's all right, but then when you get the bill and it's like £92, I'm like that for 2 people.
It's probably a nicer location than the quality that's in there.
Yeah. Not to dig a grave for him, but I mean, I get it. Katie had a couple of cocktails. I had 2 little whiskies.
Nice.
Quite nice. But then when you see the food without a dessert, with a couple of drinks added, you're like that. I could do a week's shopping for 3 people, less than that. And I've spent that in one evening. So we did that. Then we went shopping yesterday.
Well, just before we move on to that,
go on.
Happy birthday, Katie.
Oh yeah, big happy birthday.
Yeah.
Big up the 29ers.
God, 29.
Yeah. I know, imagine being that young again. I know, I can't remember being 29, I'll tell you.
I know my life was very different.
Yeah, I can't even remember being 29, but happy birthday. And then, for her sins, going out with me, I took her to Basingstoke yesterday. She got a couple of TK Maxx vouchers and stuff for her birthday.
Nice.
So I went to Basingstoke. I was just carrying the bags,
You were the caddy.
The caddy, not getting too, bored and frustrated with it. I was like, it's your special day shopping. You can do what you want. I'm not going to have one grumble. Even though I hate shopping, I will literally go anywhere. Yeah, she did well, to be fair.
Anything for you, my princess?
Yeah, literally. Even though inside I'm going, I want to rip all of these people's head off. Stop getting in my way. Going in a Costa, and you can tell all the people who go in there all the time, we just wanted a quick drink. Some bloke's there, and he goes, this is shut for 2 weeks because it's a little bit grubby in here. They're doing the walls up.
Yeah. You're like, how do you know that?
I was like, A, how do you know? And B, why the frick do you care?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, he had his own little mug. He walked in and he just sort of pointed to this tin blooming coffee mug on the shelf, I think, because when they gave it him, it looked like a flask, but it was a coffee cup.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and when he was talking about waiting for his drink, he's like, are you still waiting? As if the service was really bad. And I was like, that, it's in the middle of Basingstoke, Matt. It's busy in here.
Yeah, right.
Wait for your drink. What, do you own it or something? I was thinking, has he brought a bit of the franchise? This guy. It's just, I only saw him for like 2 minutes. He did my nuts in.
Yeah.
I was like that. Who are you? These poor kids behind the counter. One of them looked like a skinny Wolverine. He had the little tufts, the little devil horns, and the little sideburns coming down, mutton chops. Yeah. He was in charge of the cold frappe style drinks. He did Katie's little, I can't remember what it was, macchiato, frappe, latte, blooming ice thing.
I was going to say, she's into the ice stuff, isn't she?
Yeah, of course. So she had a couple of sips of it and then threw it away. I was like, what, that costs like £4? No, it's all ice. I was like, that, okay, and this is why.
A couple of sips and... oh, my goodness.
But it's all ice. She drank the coffee straight away, but the cup is rammed with ice. What's the point? I had a mocha. It's all right.
Standard. It's all pretty standard, isn't it? So
standard stuff for the old Shaun. I didn't really want a cup of tea.
No.
I don't really want Costa tea.
I don't like tea anywhere else but home.
I do get, I must admit, I'll get a McDonald's tea if I'm on the road, or like we do a little order and I'm like, oh, just get us a brew.
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah. But I mean, Costas do all right tea. I've had it before, but I was just in the mood for a little bit of an energy boost. So we got a little mockers, didn't we?
Nice.
Put the mockers on it. Went into Primark. Didn't really want to kill anybody. It was quieter in there than in Costa. So that's crazy. I'm surprised that bloke didn't follow me round and tell me the history of the building that is now Primark.
Oh my.
Silly old twat. But yeah, so went shopping for her. Oh, I'm nearly done.
That's all right. Keep going.
Yeah, visit me nan and granddad. They live in Basingstoke. So popped in there on the way home, had a little nice cup of tea.
I was going to say, it was a cup of tea o'clock then, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Pop into Nan's with a big home guard, Dad's army mug that everybody fights over. It's my mug when I come round here. No, it's my mug when we come to nan and granddad's. Yeah, and then I was like, oh yeah, we better go, because not only have we been shopping all day, now we've got to go house shopping for food.
Oh, okay. Not shopping for a house.
Yeah, not house shopping, but like house food shopping, the food shop.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm already knackered, come on. and yeah, when I saw the Asda receipt, I was like, oh yeah, that I have spent less in Aldi feeding all of us for a week than, them Costa coffees nearly cost as much. But yeah, anyway. Now we're on to a bit of a funny story here.
Is this right? Yes. I'm looking forward to this because you messaged me in the middle of the week and gone, just remind me, bins and bushes.
Bins in the bushes.
So I wrote it on the calendar as well.
Bins in the bushes.
Yeah.
Right, so my nan, right, let's go back a little while there. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, a new neighbour moved in on the right of our house.
Right, yeah.
Now, she's a lovely woman with a little dog.
Yeah.
My nan hates her.
Oh.
There's no reason why. No, the reason nan gives is this. We had some pipe issues. Southern Water wouldn't fix it because it's actually on our property.
Right.
They came to check it, which is just knobheads in my opinion. I'm like, you're going to check the quality of work, but you ain't actually going to do it yourselves.
Yeah.
Southern Water, great. I'll pay you how much for you to shove, chemicaled water into my house. And she come out and said, oh, are you going to be done? Because obviously you're on my property. Because the way our houses are, there's a little path down the middle of them both.
Oh, yeah.
And my nan got the right up with her. saying, oh, wow, they need to do the work. What do you want them to do? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, since then, she's hated this woman. And she had a buddleia sort of up near the gate end of her garden. And it used to creep over Nan's side, stop a little bit of sun, but it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nan's the type of girl who would come up to my room with the window open while this next door neighbour's in her garden and bloody moan about it. Or all the windows would be open and she'd be going, oh, I wish she would cut her buddleia down because it's blocking all the sun. And she can blatantly hear my Nan, you know, who's walking around my bedroom with a fag in her hand, dropping ash everywhere. You know, in the cartoons when it's just all grey. Winston Churchill type, and you're waiting for the ash to drop. It's a bit like that. Wobbling around like she's drunk, even though she's not. And that next door's finally cut the buddleia down. So she's got nothing to obsess about now. Yeah. And this takes us on to the left-hand side next door neighbour.
Oh, okay.
Now, they've not long moved in.
Right. Is your Nan the problem?
Yeah. Of course she is. She's bloody cantankerous, my Nan, even though she says the dog's cantankerous. It's me Nana.
Yeah.
So we've got some new neighbours on the left-hand side. Sadly, old Dougie, who used to be a postie, passed away.
Right.
His house went up. She moved in. She's got 2 little girlies. I think they are from the Netherlands.
Okay.
I haven't actually had a conversation with her myself. Just her and her 2 kids. Now, she must have a fair bit of money because what the bloody hell she's getting up to, God only knows. Now, there's a hedge outside our house.
Yeah.
It's Nan's hedge. goes because our houses, even though they're so close together, they're not actually terraced. They're detached.
Oh, okay.
You can't fit down the middle. A human being can't fit down the middle, but on the plan and work there. So it was encroaching a little bit, this hedge on next door's side.
Yeah.
Nan was cutting it one day. They get to chatting because now the other next door's done everything that's annoyed her, gone. She now's starting on the other side. So she's gone round there, constantly chatting to next door, walking around, looking upstairs out the window at these bloody trees they've got in the garden. Oh, I wish they'd cut those trees down. They don't affect me at all, but she's going to have a hard time digging them out the ground. Oh
man.
So she goes round there. I'm nearly there, people. And the hedge, and this next door neighbour, she goes, oh, I'm going to trim it back when I've got some time next weekend because it's encroaching a bit on my front door. Nan goes, oh, all right then, yeah, all right, great. The second this girl goes to work and her kids are at school, what's Nan doing?
Is she cutting it herself?
She's gone into this next door's garden. She is sat on her doorstep and with my kitchen scissors, she's cutting this bloody edge back. And then the best bit's to come. Oh. I then drives up after walking the dog. There's a postie van where I normally park my car. He's got his hazards on. He's delivering a parcel. That's all safe. You know, fair play to him. He has to do it there because of the curve in the road.
Yeah.
He then walks to number whatever it is with a parcel for my next door neighbour who's sat on the doorstep.
Your Nan.
My Nan. He obviously looks at her. I wind the window down slowly to listen to what's going on. I've got Katie laughing in the car here.
I bet she is.
My auntie's also walked outside with a cup of tea, winding the dog up in the back seat. Oh, it's my doggy. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Dog's going nuts. Postie van in front of me. I'm behind him with my hazards on. Nan's mumbling to this postie. And in the end, I just see him shake his head, scan these parcels and hand them to Nan. I can't even begin to say to people that she was telling him that she had to cut this hedge for next door. Yeah. She had to do it.
With his kitchen scissors.
With the kitchen scissors, yeah. And he just gave up and gave her next door's parcels. Anyway, she brought them back in. So already I'm a little bit like, you need to stop going on to next door's property. Yeah. I don't give a toss if it's your edge. Leave it alone.
Well, actually, I think, and I could be wrong here, but if the hedge is on her side, that's her part of the hedge.
Exactly.
And she can chop as much as she wants off of it.
Exactly. This neighbour comes back. And she sees Nan the next day and she goes, oh, it's a bit thin, my side now. It's a bit thin. Have you been round cutting my side of the hedge? And then Nan, being Nan, because she's got no filter, yeah, of course I have. You said it was encroaching on your front door, so I come round and cut it back. How much did you actually want cut off then? And you can see in this woman's face, she's going, I didn't actually want some silly old bat coming round cutting my edge down anyway. I wanted to do it myself. That's what I said. Anyway, this has all been going on while she's been coming upstairs, and if they're playing in the garden with the nippers, she's there with her fag. Ooh, they're in the garden. Lovely job. Don't mind them kids playing in the garden, but if the little boy who's playing football 5 doors up kicks the ball against the fence once more, I'm going to call the police. Anyway, then, to round off the story of the craziness, this new next door neighbour has 2 brown bins, 2 grass bins, and 1 black bin. This is because she obviously pays extra for them.
Yeah.
Because she's doing her house up. She's literally gutting it and rebuilding it from the sort of shell outwards. Yeah. Fair enough to her, I says. It's a really old house. They were built in the 30s.
Yeah, they probably need a bit of work.
Yeah. Gets home from work on bin day. Oh my God, have you seen how many bins they've got next door? 2 green bins, 2 brown bins. How much crap is she putting in these bins? And I just said, right, that's enough for you. Do you know what she's got in her green bins? The bloody edge that you were cutting up.
Yeah.
She's had to get another extra green bin because of you.
Yeah. She probably was waiting till she'd emptied the first bit.
Yeah.
To then put the next bit in.
Yeah, exactly, because she can't be asked to go to the dump. Because people up Old Winton Road don't realise that they have to take their stuff to the dump. They just leave it. And they also don't pay for parking permits. They just park wherever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
But yeah, that just finished me off. That. Have you seen how many bins this woman's got? Next, I was like, stop obsessing about next door neighbour. Nobody cares, but you. That is enough. And now she's cut the hedge and she's had a bit of a telling off. She's a little bit sheepish.
Oh really?
So she has been cleaning up her actual side of the hedge as Nan, leaving loads of bags there, and now she's moved off with next door, and she's like, so you're off next week, are you going to go to the dump? Because I've got 9 bags of rubbish and a broken chair. and then every time she sort of comes upstairs and looks out the window at next door, and if I'm going downstairs and I'm just looking at her in the spare room and I'm like that, stop it. That's enough.
You've got to love grumpy old people, haven't you?
Oh God, I don't even know. She's not even grumpy about it. It's you can't write the stories about, her obsessing about it, cutting this woman's bloody edge, moaning about it.
That's craziness. I don't think I could. I haven't got enough time in the day.
No,
I don't know. I'm not retired. But I don't think at any point in my life I'll have enough time in the day to go to somebody else's house.
Yep, in their property
and cut their hedge.
Yeah, and I know what it is. And and we shouldn't really laugh because obviously back in the old days when you had no fences, them houses up there never used to have fences.
No.
All the neighbours shared land, and all the toilets used to be at the bottom of the garden.
Yeah.
And if yours was broke, you would just literally walk to next doors and use theirs. Yeah. And you would say after, I've just used you, Lou, thanks very much. Kids would play around, run around, whatever. People would cut each other's hedges because it'd be like, are you working today? I'm going to trim my edge. Is it all right if I do yours? Yeah, fine. And then after a year or two of having the same neighbour, you'd be like, oh, he's cutting my edge again. We don't ask anymore. Yeah, because I do this for him, he does my edge for me.
Yeah.
And I know that old people miss that. Because these new people move in, they build 6-foot fences around their property because they don't want some battery old cow bag wobbling on a garden chair, looking over the fence to see what you're bloody up to. And I know that she misses that. She misses, all of her friends. She's outlived most of her mates, sadly. But she misses that connection to the neighbour.
Yeah.
And now what's happening is she's struggling with not being able to do much because she's old. But what she can do is technically trespassing.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't even think it's even technically, is it? It just is trespassing.
It just is. Even if if a copper knocked on next door's door and he probably said, "Are you all right for this old girl to be on your garden?" She'd probably say, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Because she'd understand it's just my neighbour. It's not like it's a complete stranger.
Yeah.
We've had a conversation. It is a hedge. I'll say yeah, but just think about it, if I just went outside and I said, "You know what, Katie, I won't be in for an hour. I'm going to go over to number 2 and I'm going to mow their lawn."
Yeah.
Maybe they want a wild flower meadow. That's why it looks like crap at the moment.
Maybe.
But I've gone round there and trimmed it all. Can you imagine it? Oh my goodness me! And then the amount of bins this woman had, and the best thing about that was Well, it's not even bin day today, so they're going to sit out there for 2 days until the bin men come, aren't they? And the green bin's not even till next Monday. Oh my God. Bloody hell, woman.
It's full. Where else? You might as well just go out there now.
You might as well go out there ready. And you never know. Some podgies might come and take it and fly tip it anyway for the plastic. Oh, that woman does my absolute nut. It's like having an 84-year-old child.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's like me and Katie have become this weird parent system with the dog and the nan. And like when we went out yesterday to go shopping, and as we were walking around town, I was like, do you know, apart from food shopping, and like when we actually go to somewhere, just you and me, like this is the first alone time we've actually had.
Yeah.
Apart from going to cinema once a month maybe, and it was just like, God, I can't hear her moaning.
Why is it so quiet?
Yeah, even though there's people everywhere. Why
does it not smell so smoky around here?
Yeah, you know, Colton Greens. Oh my goodness me, yeah. Just wobbling around as if she's bloody drunk all the time. Leaning on my Warhammer painting desk, which is a little bit rickety because it's really old. And I'm like, don't stop leaning on the desk, because all the models are going, woo, woo. Gonna fall over in a minute. Stop looking out the window in next door.
Oh man, that's
Jesus.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, right, I'm going to need a breather. So what have you been up to, mate? Come on.
So, standard sort of not very much, a lot of work.
Keeping an eye on your next door neighbour's bins?
Yeah, always. I like to know exactly everybody's movements around here. I did trim my hedge out the front. Oh. Just my side.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to do next doors or not. It's up to him. But what I noticed was it was creeping over the path.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, that needs to come back a bit. So I did trim half of it.
Yeah.
But it's not on my hedge. It's a shared hedge.
It's actually a shared hedge.
Well, it's kind of in the middle. It's sort of on the line between the two of us.
Oh, well, there you go.
So I don't know if it's really on my side or on their side. So I just chop my half, box that again, and then leave the other half. And he's usually pretty good. I mean, he's always busy. Yeah. He'll probably be on his to-do list, and I'm hoping that he's seen, because he's got to walk past it. Parks his car over there. He's got to walk past the hedge to get into his. Yeah. So he must notice that it's out by quite a bit. But I'm sure he'll get there when he gets there. It doesn't affect me. I don't actually ever walk past it. No. So that's up to him. The rest of the garden is a state out the front there. But I did throw some seeds out there, like just some like wildflower seeds and stuff. So I'm just letting them try and take and see what happens. Yeah. So I'm not in a rush to tidy it up or anything. It isn't great, but it's, we'll see what happens. Yeah,
but then wildflower seeds are really good for insects and birds and stuff. So,
exactly. I mean, I've not seen any flowers on it yet. It just looks like a lot of weeds. But that's my excuse. That's why I've not done it.
you just need to do what them people do to make a point, and I've seen this. They get the old, the little stick with the little sign which says "Wildflower Meadow for Bees," and they stick that in the ground like, just before anybody judges me about my garden's estate, here's why it's a wildflower meadow, or like a big arrow. This is why it's not been cut. You need one of those.
I would say yes, except most of it looks like grass, just really patchy grass.
just put the sign in the ground.
Yeah, I'll get a sign. That's a good idea, isn't it? Maybe I'll get it in neon. So people really know. Yeah,
and the bees will just be there at night going, "Oh my god."
So I've done my hedge. A bit of work. Just sort of catching up on myself, really. Just trying to keep the house in order. Just having the kids, whatever. Making up the chairs that we talked about. See if you can hear that banging on the recording. That's my next door neighbour. He's always busy. But fair play to him. I think when he moved in 3.5 years ago, I don't think he stopped building stuff. So
he's just making a house of shelving.
I think so. Yeah, he's shelf maker. Make me a shelf maker. Yeah, and then I've just been. Well, I've got some future job prospects coming, but I'm not going to talk about that here because nothing set in stone, and And anyway, it's sort of irrelevant because nothing's happened just yet.
Yeah.
However, time for some movie chat. How do you fancy that?
Play the theme tune.
It's Movie Chat with Jamie.
So I've been to the cinema twice this week, which is quite good because I haven't been for a few weeks. Working late
Yeah.
and having the kids overnight when I'm not working means I'm very rarely able to actually go to cinema. But this week, I've been able to go twice, 2 in a row, which is good. So on Thursday night, I watched The Fall Guy.
Wanted to see that.
Go and watch it. It's on this next week.
Yeah.
It's still on at Andover.
Good, is it?
Yes.
The trailer looks very good.
I've got one word.
All right.
Fun.
Cool. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
That's all I need to hear.
Yeah. I'll watch the trailer. And ever since I watched the trailer months ago, I remember seeing it, I thought, oh, that looks like it's going to be a bit of fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, Ryan Gosling looks hot as always.
Yeah.
You know, it's worth it just for that,
Sexy
right?
piece.
And Emily Blunt, she's not bad.
Yeah. Second to Ryan Gosling.
But I watched the trailer, and my takeaway from it was it's a rom-com under the guise of an action movie.
Yeah. That's the kind of vibe I got as well from the trailer, yeah.
And that is what it is. But the rom-com stuff is not like sickly sweet.
No.
So you don't come away from it going like, oh, God, it's just a love movie. It's not. It's kind of more than that. And it's also an ode to stuntmen.
Yes.
Like, I didn't realise this, but there's no Academy Award for being best stuntman.
In there?
But you look at all those films that you've loved, all those action movies you've watched over the years.
Yeah.
How many stuntmen have appeared? You watch Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
How many stunt people are in Game of Thrones? There must be hundreds of them.
Yeah.
And then they've got to be the right sort of look almost as the main character.
Yeah.
Or certainly similar enough to sort of get away with it.
Yeah.
And this film is about a stuntman. Which is ironic because he also doesn't do his own stunts in the film. But but it's really good. It's really well done.
Yeah.
Don't go in there watching it and expecting it to be the best movie you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Go in there with an open mind and you'll walk out really happy. You'll just be smiling.
Yeah. No, that's good to hear.
Yeah,
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you just sort of will it on. It's really good. It's a bit of daft fun and it was good. So it was Thursday. I was going back to the cinema on Friday, day after,
Yep.
to watch Furiosa.
Oh, Mad Max Saga.
Yes.
Furiosa.
Now,
Is that the Queen's Gambit girl?
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, I think it is.
Is that her?
Yeah, must be her in the Queen's Gambit, the Netflix chess thing.
Yeah. So I love Mad Max Fury Road is right up there as one of my favourite films.
Yeah.
Because it's action, but it's just non-stop action. It's a car chase from pretty much from start to finish.
Yeah.
And it's exceptional.
Yeah.
Furiosa, I wasn't really sure what to expect. Obviously, Furiosa is one of the characters in Fury Road, and she's badass.
Yeah.
You know, she's got one arm, but she's the toughest of them all. She's ridiculous. She's so good. So watching a whole film about her sort of backstory, her growing up, I was really looking forward to that. The film was good. Okay.
Right.
He says it is a good film. There's more story in it than there was in Fury Road.
Right.
Fury Road's people who don't like Fury Road think there's not enough plot. It's just all action and it's too much for them.
Yeah.
What they wanted was something with a story, with some like character development, all this sort of stuff. And that's not really what the film's about.
That's not Mad Max, though, is it?
No, it's about, and Fury Road is about a big car chase. It's always been about car chases and gangs and dystopian and all that sort of stuff. So I watched Fury Road in the morning.
Oh, to get yourself back into it.
To get back into it, yeah. To get myself prepared for it. I think that was a mistake.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just so much better. Fury Road is by far a superior film in my eyes.
Yeah.
Furiosa is an action film, sure, but it's not as action. There's more character development. There's more, there's more character building and world building in it. But what I didn't like about it was the amount of CGI they used.
Oh, okay.
Now, for example, my biggest criticism on like Marvel films, comic book films, is their dependence on CGI is ridiculous, and it just takes me straight out.
Yeah.
I can't believe anything that's happening there. I watched Fall Guy. Sure, there's a bit of CGI, but it's very minimal.
Yeah.
And it's quite tastefully done, and it's harder to spot. And in Fury Road, there must be CGI, even if it's just developing these vast landscapes.
Yeah. The green screen, stuff like that.
But that said, I know a lot of Fury Road was done in real life with real people, with real explosions and real cars. And there's a lot of realism to it, which is what makes it so good.
Yeah.
The stunts are stunning and all this sort of stuff makes that film just so believable that you just love it.
Yeah.
Furiosa kind of went, there's a little bit tricky to do here. Dash CGI it. CGI that. There's so much in there. I just couldn't connect to the film in the same way.
No.
But just to be clear, I did enjoy the film if I can look past the CGI.
Yeah.
And if you're all right with CGI stuff, I would say by all means you'll probably love the film because it's not a bad film.
Yeah.
It's just that element, that aspect of that sort of filmmaking just doesn't resonate.
Which is a shame, but then I get what you mean. Like when we watched when I watched Avengers: Infinity War and then Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they blew my mind. But like yourself, when you now I'm a little bit older and I look back on it. Obviously, in the moment, I was like, "That God, the colours are it's amazing!" Like God is here. When you look back, you think, "God, that was so much CGI."
Yeah.
Then poor actors. I mean, they all stood in a line, all in their costumes on green screen, and then it was just cut because
the computer's going to take over.
The computer's going to do it all. So just go home now.
It's no wonder they could churn the films out so quickly.
Yeah.
So
I do like films with a little bit of realistic, like Fury Road. The cars are real.
Yeah.
And that to me is cool.
Yeah.
Because you can tell they're real.
Yeah, I think that's it. You connected to it in that way because it's almost visceral.
Yeah.
As well, like and it's loud and the colours are stunning. Everything about it is so good.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, there's an element of CGI, but the amount it's used so sparingly that you don't really notice it's there.
Yeah.
But in this, it's everywhere, and it's for ridiculous stuff that it doesn't need to be. Like they could.
It's a shame that. It's a shame.
And there's some other sort of weird filming decisions as well, like a bit of sped up footage here and there. Like you're looking at it going, why have you just put that into double speed? Like it's quite obvious that it's not
real.
Yeah, like you've altered it, but it's not something that then continued throughout the film. Like it's like sometimes in you watch those old silent movies and the car would go off and it would go in double speed almost because it's how they took the pictures to make it look like it was going fast, and that was kind of the style of the day. That's not really necessary these days.
No.
But for whatever reason, it then just looks like it's been sped up for no good reason. I don't know. There was just some interesting choices in there. I enjoyed the story.
Yeah, well that's.
But
good
I think the way it was, the execution was not quite what I wanted.
Yeah.
But yeah, made a mistake by watching Fury Road, which is so good.
Yeah.
Watching that first.
Yeah, great film that Fury Road. I don't know if Katie's seen it yet. I might get to watch that later.
I've got it on Blu-ray downstairs.
Have you? Can I borrow it?
Of course you can.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely you can.
Yeah, I'll set the old Xbox One up again.
You need it loud.
Yeah.
It's a loud film.
Well, I'll have to do it before Nan goes to bed then. While she's still outside cutting next door's bloody edge, I'll put it on as loud as I can.
Just put it on loud, so when the kids are playing out in the back garden, she can't complain about it.
About the football hitting the fence, because she can't bloody hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just put it on there, yeah. Seen any more films then?
That is currently what I'm up to.
So you haven't watched Triangle of Sadness yet, like we said about 5 episodes ago.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I will watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not at work today. I'm not at work tomorrow, so I've got a couple of days, and I will make time.
It's a sloggy film, and I'll wait to talk about it because I have seen most of it now.
Yeah.
I'll wait for you to watch it.
Keyword is most.
For most of it, yeah. But like I said before, you might enjoy it more than me.
Yeah.
So we'll wait till you've seen it, and then we'll have a good chat about that, I think.
Yeah, we'll see what I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm interested because I'm sure I've said it here before, but like I'm not really into big blockbuster movies and franchise movies and stuff like that. I like something that's a little bit different, or it stands alone. I think I can really get into that. He says this after saying he loves watching Mad Max.
But then we went to watch that Paul things, and we mentioned that in an old pod, and that to me was quite indie-esque.
Oh, massively.
You know, it was a little bit kooky, a little bit different, and I didn't mind that as much as this.
Yeah.
Even though Poor Things is crazy.
It's full on as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's full on crazy. But I mean, yeah, we'll see what you think.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it. I'd completely forgotten that I said we should watch it. But yeah, we'll definitely get around to it. The only other thing I've been watching is on Netflix is Murder in Successville.
Oh, I think that's popped up on me like a you should watch list, but I haven't clicked it yet.
So it's I think it was on iPlayer,
right?
But it's on Netflix now. There's three series. The running order on Netflix, I think, is the wrong way around. I think they've added them so that you start on season 3, episode 1, then after you've completed season 3, it then goes to season 2, and then season 1.
Oh, I see.
Because sometimes I think they add them in the wrong order because it was a complete set, and they just bung them all on there in one go, rather than going right, release 1, now release 2, now release 3. No, they've kind of added in the wrong order. Anyway, it doesn't matter because each episode is standalone.
Oh, okay.
So it's a murder mystery.
Yeah.
Each episode gets a celebrity.
Mm.
If you're an American listener, you probably won't know half the celebrities, but they are celebrities in the UK for sure. And there's only been 1 or 2 which I didn't actually know. And they become police officers.
Right.
And they team up with D.I. Sleet, who's played by Tom Davis. He was in the Willy Wonka film. He was one of the hotel. He was the guy who runs the hotel.
Yep. Tall guy.
Yeah.
You saw him live, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I saw him live a little while ago. Very funny.
Mm.
And he also does a podcast as well. Yeah, he plays a detective, and he then takes these people around. But it's improvised comedy.
Right.
Like there's clearly points that they have to hit. So they meet actors, or they meet other celebrities who are played by impressionists, which is really funny. So like the chief of police is Gordon Ramsay,
right.
and they meet all these different characters along the way, and they always have to work out who's murdered this other celebrity.
Yeah.
It is so funny, and I think half the charm is that they spend the time laughing.
Yeah.
Because it's so ridiculous. Like the celebrity that's come on as a police officer finds it funny.
Yeah. Like
Jamie Lang from, I think he's in Made in Chelsea.
Right.
And you hear him on the radio every now and then. He's wetting himself laughing all the time. He has to go and have a meeting with the Harry Styles gang.
Right.
And he's got a little earpiece in, and Detective Sleet's telling him what to say.
Oh my god, yeah.
And it is so funny. But yeah, on Netflix, I would recommend that massively because I've just spent the whole time laughing.
Yeah.
And they're only that half-hour episodes.
Oh, not bad then.
So you can just you can
not
sort of-
sloggies.
yeah, just perfect for your dinner.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah. And I think you'll just laugh because you just be like, this is ridiculous. The first one I watched was Richard Osman.
Oh yeah. He's quite a cool dude.
He is.
Yeah.
He's very clever
Yeah.
and very
yeah.
tall.
Yeah. Very tall, very clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying nothing. Watch the episodes
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then let me know what you think because
Hey, well, tell the listeners to tell you what they think.
and why not?
Get listening, get in touch, people. We've had a few people actually get in touch recently, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've had a couple of comments, a little bit of this. I got told off by Lindsay the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, because we met her for a cup of tea a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't put it in the podcast.
Ah.
I got caught up saying other stuff, so sorry, Linz.
Go on,
You're on it now.
Give her a shout out now.
Yeah, go on, Linz. We did meet for a cup of tea a couple of weeks ago. That's your shout out. Don't ever go at me again. Hey, oh no, she's a great lass. Oh, Linz, yeah, saw her the other day. She, I think she's number one listener. You know,
Is she?
listens to it apart from Katie, obviously, and Sherry and all the rest of them. But yeah, she was telling me she listens to them. She knows more about Star Wars now because of our podcast than she ever would have thought. Because it's me and you saying it. Obviously, she's an old friend, listeners, so that's sort of why she's not just like some randomer in the street. But yeah, and she loves the Chinwag as well.
Good.
Yeah, she puts it on all the time. Apparently, has a little chuckle in that.
Oh, I'm glad.
I think she's going to laugh at this one because she knows my name quite well.
should we sit there going,
that
right.
is definitely it. Yeah. But there you go, a little shout out. Yeah, definitely, listeners, get watching these things we suggest and let us know what you think. You know, it might not be your cup of tea, but
yeah, try anything.
yeah, definitely. That's why we watch that Triangle of Sadness because you know, need to push the boat out, broaden horizons, and all the rest of it. Yeah,
expand your mind.
Expand your mind in the world of cinema. Yeah, definitely. I need to have a bit of a watch out, but there's still loads to do. We need to do House of the Dragon Series 1 for Series 2.
Yeah,
we need
which I've not watched any of.
No, which is quite good. And if you're going to watch Series 2, you need to watch Series 1.
Yeah, I'd watch it all in order.
What else is out? Fallout.
I need to watch that.
All my mates have seen it, and they're like, "You need to watch it. And I'm like, "Yeah. Just let me finish what's going on at the moment." Because apparently that's really, really good, and I love the Fallout series.
Yeah.
I remember when my mate Alex first got me into the games and stuff, because I
That's
played
so
Skyrim and Oblivion, and then he went, "Yeah, but what about this Nuclear Apocalypse version?"
Yeah.
Like, he gave me his Fallout 4 disc, and I just fell in love.
I got Oblivion when the 360 came out.
Yeah, so did I.
And I was there like at midnight to try and get hold
To get
of
it, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was so good. I love
Oblivion
that game.
at the end, and the end boss is the massive.
Did you spend the time just jumping everywhere just to get your acrobatics?
Oh
skill
yeah,
up?
I jumped absolutely everywhere and swam everywhere because I was a lizard boy. So I was already good at swimming, and I was like, I'm gonna be the best swimmer.
Yeah.
And then you would have to, and I had that little shack outside the city, and I didn't buy another house. I just lived in that till the bitter end. I was like, humble beginnings.
Yeah. You don't need much, do you?
No.
Yeah.
So good.
And then Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Oh, and the music in Skyrim as well.
Oh, me and my mate Reese used to stay up. We used to take our Xboxes to each other's house with another TV.
Yeah.
Couldn't co-op, but we would literally just play it sat next to each other.
Yeah, I used to go to my mate's house and we used to play Oblivion, just playing the same game.
Yeah.
Like, we just used to
Just
pass the
mess
controller.
around. Yeah, and just do stuff. Can I fight this beat? Yeah, go on.
Have a pizza.
Yeah.
Have some Lucozade, because that was our little thing back in the day.
Yeah, Lucozade Sport, yeah.
Yeah, and then, playing... Oh, we used to play all sorts. We did all that Resident Evil. We did the WWE games.
Yeah, WWE.
Yeah, we did like Gran Turismo, Oblivion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We played loads of games like that.
Yeah. The Halo.
Good times.
Oh, have you died? Let's have a go then.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't...
Great.
Thing is,
in those old days of playing games,
yeah,
special.
Yeah, and then they made it even better because with the Xbox, you could take your memory card with your login on.
Oh yeah.
And if you both played, you both racked up points for it, even though it's a single player game. You know, and then obviously Gears of War, which was actually co-op.
Yeah,
Split screen co-op games. Where are they now?
Oh, man.
You can't go around your mates and play bloody Xbox together anymore.
Isn't it funny though that back in the day you'd play those split screen games on tiny little screens,
Yeah.
And now if you wanted to split screen on your big screen, you'd be like, oh, no, I can't stand that. I need the full screen.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's all weird, isn't it?
When we lived for so long, like with a tiny sliver of horizontal screen. Can you see how much health I've got left?
Yeah,
mate.
just keep going.
Yeah, you're not dead yet.
Yeah, good times. Anyway.
So yeah, it took us right on a little tumbleweed there, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Well, we'll maybe revisit this again sometime.
Yeah, we went from Lindsay to Xbox.
Right, well, I think it's a good place to wrap up.
Yeah, man.
We are an hour in, so yeah, let's call it.
Yep, let's do it.
Right, pleasure as always.
Pleasure, sir.
Good talking to you. Stay safe. Be good. I'll do all the lines. Stay out the sun.
Yeah, there you go. He's done it now. It's all good. See you later, people.
Yeah.